is probably one of the more important things when it comes to mounting your shunt. What we've got here is P- and B-. Every accessory negative that you have needs to run through the P-. The B- on here is only one thing, and that is the battery negative. This is from our inverter. Because an inverter is an accessory, it's going to be running to our P-. B- is using this big cable, which is going to run straight to where our battery is sitting in the canopy. I'm going to mount the shunt around here, and the positive bus bar, where all our positive things, that will be mounted about here, because these two are going to be running to the positive bus bar, as is that. This is an accessory, so this will be running to the shunt. To make it cleaner, I've got this thing here. This is kind of what adds just a little bit of cleanliness. Come in the light. This is what you call like a mini bus bar, I guess. You can buy them in red or black. They do the same thing. Make sure you get good quality ones. But essentially what we can do is we can run a thickish wire. You're looking at probably 6 gauge or lower, from your P- to there, and it just gives you another option to run your negative. So that can go straight to there, things like that. You've got a few more options rather than banking everything on here, because it's quite a large bolt. If I take this off, well, you can just see it's quite a big bolt, and it requires a big hole in the terminal. So it's not always ideal for those smaller accessories. So having an extra bus bar is sometimes really, really handy. It's essentially the same as that. It's just a negative one. The other thing is mounting your bus bar. Now, this is going to be upwards. You can, I believe, mount it because there is holes there this way, but because of when it moves around and shakes, you kind of want gravity to help you and have everything sitting that way. You don't want to have it that way where things can, I guess, unravel. And also you've got 3 points to secure it in if you have it this way as well. The other thing is mounting your bus bar. Now, this is going to be upwards. You can, I believe, mount it because there is holes there this way, but because of when it moves around and shakes, you kind of want gravity to help you and have everything sitting that way. You don't want to have it that way where things can, I guess, unravel. And also you've got 3 points to secure it in if you have it this way as well. It does mean that you've got a larger profile sticking out, so we'll measure that and make sure we've got enough gap between the canopy wall and the back of our 12-volt board, but I think that'll just be a bit more of a secure way to mount it, and then this can sit done now. Not too much, but I've mounted the bus bar. I run the big thick one from just the fuse that's behind here. So that's running power to the bus bar when it's all connected. These were coming from the DCDC charger. I've put the Anderson plug on and I've just mounted it. I've just made up a new Anderson plug with some fresh wire. Now this wire is 8 gauge wire. Got it from Ultronics in Perth. Really good practice to get proper quality cable. It's just hard to know exactly what gauge you're getting if you're buying it online. So I like to go and get it from a shop, buy it by the meter. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's just good to be able to visualize exactly what kind of and what quality cable you're getting. So I got a bunch of black and red because they're going to be all different lengths. I used to always buy the twin core wire, but now when you're doing something like this, the black one and the red one are going to different areas and different distances. For example, the red one's going to be running to the bus bar, the black one's going to be running to our mini bus bar over here. It makes sense to buy different lengths. So we'll just kind of give it a rough gauge and then cut it there. Same with this one, and then that way I'll go make up some terminals for the ends of these, and we're on our way. Just before I was running this one straight to the bus bar, but I forgot you need to run it through the fuse. So I did make it too long, but we're kind of just going to reroute it under here. It'll go to the fuse. I'll make another one, which will go to there. That will be correct. Just working on the negative bus bar that comes from the DCDC charger now. So that here, way more straightforward, doesn't need to be fused. Gonna be just like that. All right, so now that's on negative, it's gonna have to be part of this. So from there to there, I'm gonna run probably a thicker cable just because I like to, probably a 6 gauge. So I'm just gonna make that up. It's not very long. A few more I've got to make up, simple ones. Pretty much just a lot of making cables now, shorter cables with the correct terminals and parts of the heat shrink and clamping and that kind of thing. So what we've got to do from here is, one from the fuse that's behind here to here, one from the fuse that's from here. I might swap them, so power will be coming from here to there, and then that'll run there. Then I need to run a longer one from there to there. One there. So not too many. That's the very, I guess, basic parts of it. Then this side can kind of be clamped down. So what we do is we can buy those sticky things where you put a cable tie across, holds everything down like nice and flat. The main thing is we don't want any rubbing, especially if red and black are crossing like that. So it's essential that they do not move. Then we'll tighten everything up, tighten these up, tighten those up. Any screws that we've used, if they're not ideal, we'll replace them with bigger ones. Then we can kind of flip it over and work on the front again. But so far, it's looking pretty good. So it's a bit fiddly. It's quite hard to explain as we go, but hopefully everything makes sense when it's laid out like this. The idea is that this board can be like pulled off and put on in the canopy and pulled off, or the only thing that's connecting it to the canopy will be like the DC-DC charger input from your car and the battery, which is also able to be removed. So it's not going to be like something that's permanently in there if you don't want it to be, or if you need to fix something or something goes wrong, that's where you're easily able to do that. All right, day 2, we're back at it. Pretty much all I've done so far is just made some more small cables, which are gonna go from the MIDI fuses to the control hub and from the DC-DC charger. So that's kind of what I've been doing here. So cables are kind of just hanging around. These ones I've just measured and cut. So we're about to just create the terminals for them, the lugs. We're gonna just, again, mock up a few things, a few extra little Anderson plugs and stuff. I might need to buy a bit more of the 8 gauge cable because I've used that quite a bit. And then we're gonna take this stuff off, put it in the canopy and test out where I need to put the mounting holes. So that's an important part, is making sure I line the holes up that I'm gonna drill for here correctly to the spots in the canopy. So it's pretty much a matter of just putting it there, holding it against the bolts, and then they leave a little mark on the back, and I'll drill those holes. Then when we come to it, we can just slide them straight on and tighten them up. Once we've done that, I've got to drill a couple more holes like that for cables to run through for some extra accessories and anything else we're going to put on here. I think the little monitor for the shunt might sit around here. Once I've cut everything in this board, I can then take off the big components, undo them, everything can just slide out of its holes, and then I can lay down the marine carpet, put it nice and tight, staple it in. Don't know if I'll glue it in, I probably won't have to. Then with a small knife, I'm just gonna cut these holes, and then I can feed all these things through it. Then everything can kind of poke back through. I'm gonna need bigger screws for these things, potentially even bolts. Might be a little bit more secure for that one at least, because it's quite large and heavy. Yep.
Oh yeah.
And then just slide it, like hold it, yep, and just slide it straight back. Push it against the 4 things, nice and tight. Yep, now bring it straight back.